don't have that warrior spirit. They say they wear the big hat and they wear the boots and they say, don't mess with Texas. So I'm like, brother, that border is wide open, right? You see that guy, Joe Rogan, as an example. I've attacked him many times. I was on with Alex Jones. I went on his show and Alex says he's known Joe Rogan 26 years and best friends and all that. And we were live on his show. And Alex told me this numerous times. He's like, I can get you on the Joe Rogan show. I probably can't. I'll introduce you to him. I go to dinner with him all the time. And he asked me live on his show, do you want to go on Joe Rogan? I'm probably the only person on planet Earth who just like flatly said no, right? And I did it live. And I said no. And you'd have to find the episode. But I was just like, I'm not going on Joe Rogan. Listen, this guy is Mr. Super MMA. He's a stud. And yet he's smoking dope and getting drunk on his show in front of millions of young people. He is a clear operator, right? He's clearly, now a lot of people got upset. They're like, you should have used that opportunity to get, I get it. I know the math. I totally get it. And I know that argument intricately, right? And I decided to go the way I did for reasons, right? And I think it was the right reason. Maybe it wasn't. I do not know, but I think it was. And I said, no, I'm not going on. And why? I'm watching these Chinese come across the Darien Gap. I'm watching them. They go to places like Maine. They are growing huge amounts of dope in Maine. And this isn't the dope that people are smoking in the 60s, right? And this isn't about my freedom. Everybody's always, whenever you bring this up, they're like, oh, you're just one of those whatever they were supposed to be. And I'm like, no. I actually go to wars and I know how people like you get your heads chopped off because I deal with these people in their countries of origin. And when they come to you, they will kill you, right? And they're not going to be like, oh, your freedom, go ahead. No, they're going to kill you and they're going to take your house, right? And they'll take your women, right? This is no joke. This is real war, right? So you got the Chinese growing dope in Maine and Oklahoma and Oregon and California, Washington State. They're growing dope everywhere. Thousands of Americans are dying per week, as we're told, by fentanyl. I've seen it all over. I've been all over the United States since I got back in August 2020. I've been in most of the states since then, really seeing this stuff. And it's just unbelievable. I mean, I spend most of my time overseas. So when I come back to the United States, I'm like, my people are drugged up. I mean, because I'm usually around people that don't do drugs, right? I'm around people that are actually alert, you know what I mean? And I get back to the United States and I see people irritable. I see them depressed. And I'm like, so many people.
That's a real cultural problem we have in the US. And it's going to take a while to turn that around.